So, last time, road trip. Hey everyone, this is Heather, and this is episode 6 of Batwoman. Is it episode 6? Yeah, it's episode 6. Last time we had Alice and Kate go on a road trip to relive, like, the backstory of Alice and what happened to her after the crash. She was basically abducted by this creepy guy and his son, who we later learn is Mouse, and who Alice befriends and is still friends to this day. Mary has an adventure with... Oh yeah, Mary finds out from Catherine that Catherine is basically doing evil things, or did in the past. Catherine's very open about all that stuff now. So Mary goes off in a drunken stupor to find Kate, and Kate's not there, so she has this long day with Luke, who loves her company, and they basically get to know each other a little bit better, which will help going forward in the season, probably. And then Kate's dad and Sophie go looking for them. They're tracking Kate on some sort of tracking device, or phone or something. Yeah, the phone. It's the phone. And they eventually find the old house where the dad remembers. He's like, oh, I remember. This is where Beth calls me from. And at the end of the episode, he finally calls her Beth. It's a really touching moment, and then Alice just stabs him. So, she gets away, and everybody gets on with their lives. The end of Batwoman. So, let's see where things go. Obviously, Alice needs to, they need to just have a conversation, I think, her and her dad. No knives involved or anything like that. But somehow I think it's going to get a lot darker and a lot bigger before it gets resolved. And, if this show does go into a season 2, I can imagine Alice becoming good. Sort of that character who was evil but is now helping the good guys. But still kind of with snarky remarks and occasionally tries to kill somebody. And I'd enjoy that character if it went that way. Maybe there's a larger, bigger bad that comes along and they have to work against it together. But for now, Alice and Mouse are together and they're plotting to do stuff. So let's see what this episode has in store.
Previously on Batwoman.
How about we don't get expelled a week before graduation?
This episode is going to focus a lot on Kate and Sophie's relationship, I feel. Just based on the previously stuff that we've been shown.
Absolutely not. Listen, the victim had the courage to come forward and face her attackers.
Oh, don't get into that car. Just walk home. Step 1, didn't get into the car. Good. Step 2, run away from this guy. Why is he just standing there? He's gonna get electrocuted. Run out of the way, dude. No, just away from the water. Just away from the water. Dude, it's easy. Just walk away slowly from the water. Slowly. Dude. What's going on? What's with that?
He just disappeared. Apparently he's a better magician than he was a doctor.
Gotham is reeling over the death of prosecutor Angus Stanton, who was murdered horrifically tonight. Stanton was
worst death ever.
Brought justice
like,
to the victims of some of the city's
dude,
most notorious
just walk slowly away.
Anybody want to tell me why every news outlet in Gotham had this and we didn't even get so much as a heads up from the GCPD?
Technically, it's outside district lines.
And I believe it's because they called someone else.
I love the way Sophie's just like looking straight
I'm not about
at
to
Kate.
stand around and
She's
let
like,
Gotham cry out to be saved by someone who hides behind a mask.
But I was hoping to get your permission for another special assignment.
did you know your
Who was it
daughter
this
was
time?
Batwoman?
Batwoman. Don't you want to know who's behind the mask?
I think it's Kate. Don't you think it's Kate? I know it took you a while for the whole Beth Alice thing, but he's looking like an old man. He's like, this isn't who I wanted to be. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to look completely natural.
Dazzle me.
A perfect match for Dean Devereaux.
I need you to steal Catherine's shiny new toy. The one that she's too stingy to share.
Is it a weapon? Or is it like a Fitbit or something?
You see the inside our district. Let's show Gotham we can keep them safe. Move.
Sophie's out of there. She's like, I don't really feel the speech. Not feeling it. I'm gonna go after Batwoman. I mean Kate.
Vulcan,
I mean
this is when we
Batwoman.
speak to one.
Like the new look. Red suits you. Goes with everything.
It's just the voice thing.
Time's up, Donnelly.
It's on a speaker or something. They're not actually there. See?
No, Donnelly, stay back!
It's a trap.
No, wait, stop!
Batwoman, jump on Sophie. That guy. He died fine.
I know. Thanks. Kate.
Hey, Mary. Mary does not know, so don't be saying anything to Mary.
Sophie.
Nice building, Hamilton. It's not as big as Bruce's. This is Mask Boy. Fancy gun? Hey. I'm here for the tour. Oh, he's like mega important.
Man of the hour?
Hard to imagine.
She's looking younger in this
Something
episode.
so delicate.
I don't know. I think it's what she's wearing.
Well done, Dean.
His smile is weird. It's like full of teeth.
Mary will take care of her. She'll also keep her from leaving, and as long as she can't leave, she can't talk.
But she's a crow. Your father's second in command. You really think you can convince her not to tell him?
I'll deal with that after
He
we've dealt
he
with
wouldn't
this.
believe her
We need to
even
figure out his next target.
Guys
if
are making it easy. He's
he wouldn't
changing
believe
his
her.
MO.
Oh,
He's using methods of capital punishment to kill his victims.
On it.
hanging, guillotine, cyanide.
Gotham's used 3 ways to kill people on death row: electric chair, firing squad, which made a brief comeback under Mayor
Cyanide?
Complot, and the gas chamber.
Gas chamber.
So I bet you a battering he'll use hydrogen cyanide pellets just like they did in the gas chamber.
Cyanide.
And
One who needs information.
Holy crap!
You're Batman woman.
You're her. Yo, I gotta get this. Damn, girl.
Not happening.
Damn,
Anything out of the
girl.
ordinary around
Yo, let me buy you a drink and you can tell me all about the superhero thing.
She's not your
Thinking
type.
about getting into the game myself.
You're not our type.
What do you say?
Just going for a run.
Got it. So you're just out for a late night jog, huh?
That's what I said.
Crow's got the fist. Crows, you're not the enemy.
Can I just say that
Tomorrow may be too
Crows,
late.
terrible
I need
name.
to check on.
Eagles, good name.
Whoa.
Now, is she going to say something to
I
Mary?
just did some of
That's
the
the
best
thing.
work of my life crocheting you back together.
What? Where am I? Mary, what the hell is going on? If your dad ever found out about
He
this
won't.
place.
He can't.
Mary, why am I cuffed to this bed?
She said not to let you leave.
Do you know who she is?
No. Honestly, I don't want to know. I don't need that kind of responsibility.
Well, I do know who she is, and that's why she won't let me leave.
She's not going to tell her. So I think, yeah, good. That's what I thought. Some people have to know, some people don't have to know. Until later on.
Stay frosty. This guy is
Stay
methodical,
frosty?
technically proficient.
This
always
isn't
two
The
steps ahead.
Flash.
You could have anything waiting for you in there.
So if you found this, then you found me, and I did it. I am guilty as sin. But I am not the only one. For 20 years, I threw the switch on the worst people Gotham ever spat out. All their stories, they started to sound the same. The same names kept coming up. Same evidence. And everybody who sat in my chair started to look the same. Black, brown, poor. The same three corrupt law enforcement officials pulling the strings in every case.
Right, but we do have a phone number.
See ya. I like the way it was just yanked off. Here, have some evidence.
It's me.
How did you get this number?
Let's call it twintuition.
Twintuition.
If I wanted to kill you, I wouldn't have to wait for you to be wearing the suit.
That's so sweet of you.
Makes sense.
Your concern for me is so touching, dear sister.
Very.
So Kate
Checkmate.
is Batwoman. Real family doesn't abandon their own. Who snuck food to you in the middle of the night? Who taught you rummy and let you sleep with Mr. Pandy and promised to protect you no matter what? Me!
This relationship is going south real quick. I like that his power came back interestingly.
On their bingo card.
Hey, Vesper.
I've got some big fat empty spaces for Batwoman takes down Alice and Batwoman gets a cat out of a tree. Talk to me, Gotham. Anyone else feeling a little bat trade?
The people that I executed were innocent, which meant
What's with the puns, Vesper?
Costume, let me remind you that Batman destroyed our family's lives.
He is not the one that drove Mom's car off that bridge.
Well, he may as well have been.
I hoped when it was hard. And you just gave up and put your energy into blaming Batman because it was easy. That's why Beth is Alice.
Thanksgiving is going to be
then, and you won't listen now.
problem
And
this
an
year.
innocent man is going to pay the price for it.
Oh, that's going to come off. Yeah, it's not the strength of the cuffs; it's the strength of whatever they're tied to.
Now you're just gonna betray her? What, is that like your thing?
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's what you did to Kate. Then she had to put an entire ocean between you and her. Ibuprofen every 4 to 6 hours and change the bandage once a day. Don't tell my dad about this clinic. And maybe think about whether or not you want to add Batwoman to the list of people you hurt.
Ooh. Mary's speech to the rescue. Use your bat strength. Yeah. Oh.
Got it wrong. But you know the difference between me and you? When I make a mistake, everybody knows my name. I am accountable to the people of Gotham. You hide behind your anonymity.
Heart rate monitor linked to a dead man switch.
There's the gas.
Hang in there. You need to stay low to the ground.
Get away from me.
Come on.
That symbol took everything from me. He's not gonna be the last thing I see.
Stay with me. Stay awake. Come on, no matter, talk to me.
I have to blame that symbol. If I don't,
If you don't, what? Tell me.
I have to blame myself.
6%. Do it.
You're right behind me, aren't you?
Where is she?
She took off.
You know, she just left.
I gave her some drugs.
Thank you for saving her life.
Oh. Yeah. It's like my thing. Hey, FYI, she knows who you are.
Do you?
Hey, chill. She didn't tell me. But I got the distinct impression that she's gonna tell my stepdad.
She won't.
I don't know how we are gonna get Beth back. I won't ever give up.
I don't know if forgiving my father will help me forgive myself, but I have to try.
See, things work out when you just talk.
You won't have to share me, because we'll be sharing her.
What does that mean?
You kept it.
He's too easily manipulated.
Remind me of you.
And I'm not sure she cares about him as much as he thinks she does. Like, she definitely doesn't. He's just a tool. She cares about Beth way more. Or Kate. So that was episode 6. I was surprised we didn't get like a closure on Kate and Sophie. I thought they'd have a conversation where Sophie's like, I know who you are, but I'm not going to tell anybody about it. But I guess they're going to leave that till next episode or later on. And I kind of knew that she wouldn't tell Mary because, like, there has to be... Everybody can't just know straight away. It has to be a gradual trickle. And Sophie kind of knew in the first episode, so... And the same with Alice and Beth. They just knew straight away. So Mary will find out probably by the end of the season, and her dad will find out if they get a second season probably. So yeah, eventually everybody will know. But for now, it's good that they don't. So they can kind of play off the drama and the tension between, you know, Batwoman and the Crows and all that stuff. The rest of the episode revolved around this guy who was killing people in different ways. The first guy who died was just the most hilarious death I've ever seen. It's like he could see it coming. And then he did exactly what he shouldn't do. Went in a straight line and then was like, I'll just try to get up this metal fence. And all he had to do was avoid the water. But it was funny. It was funny. The guy getting shot, fair enough. You can't slowly walk away from the bullets. So, and yeah. And I like the drama between Batwoman and Jacob. Like, he hates her, but then they have this moment where he has to admit that if he doesn't blame Batman, he has to blame himself. And it's like he's opening up emotionally. And Batwoman has brought that out of him. And now he's kind of more open with Kate about it all. So it was like a necessary step, a healthy step. And then the Beth Alice thing with Mouse is just, it's just unhealthy. Like, it's the opposite end of that. But it'll be fun seeing Mouse turn into different people. And I'm sure he will turn into, like, he already impersonated Kate, so he could impersonate anybody. He could impersonate Alice or, you know, her dad or anybody, basically, in the show. So we can never be sure who is who in future episodes. They can always do that little twist. They can only do it so many times, but I'm sure at least one more big twist is coming. Yeah. So it was fun. It felt like a really short episode. I enjoyed it. It moved along at a good pace, and yeah, looking forward to next week. So, Batwoman fans, thank you for watching, and if you like what I'm doing, just hit that's not where like is. Like is like over here somewhere. And but you know, feel free to press whatever is over here. Wait, forget it. Forget about them. Just don't click anything. You'll be good. You'll accidentally close the window or something because I'll be like, oh, just click the like button up here. Yeah. So see you next week, and thanks for watching.